Welcome back, everybody. This is the Benjinator, and you are watching Let's Play Soul Blazer. So, last time we navigated most of our way through the underground castle, and we released a couple more things. One of which, or two of which I should say, were goats. So, what do the goats have to say? Hello, goat. I wonder why they live in such small houses. Well, you know, big houses cost a lot of money and labor. It's, basic economics. Gourmet goat. That's great. This is good dialogue. I don't know who did the translation, but this is pretty nice. So I think there's like two more goats that show up. So Gaudy. That's such a strange name. It's like gaudy the adjective. I wonder if gaudy is gaudy. Wearing something gaudy. So, we can go up to the ghost guy, the guy who screamed that was a ghost, but we actually want to take care of this first. So, here's Lisa. She's asleep. So, what do? We use the dream rod. Isn't that easy? So, watch this. So, this is, I mean, only somewhat rapey, going to some woman's house and poking a rod. So, what you want to do is, you want to step on this, and this actually opens up a passage. Okay. Hi, Lisa. I'm God, and you're gonna have to tell everything to this dude right here. This game is really strange sometimes. Okay. This is not a particularly great dream, I have to say. But then again, we kind of inserted ourselves into it, so. See, that is the right reaction. What the hell are you doing here, and why are you in my house? So, we're gonna leave. Oh, wait. Okay, that's the wrong reaction. You wanna double down on that shit, girl. Some guy walks in your house, you tell him to leave. Tell him I'm gonna shoot you otherwise. So. I wouldn't put too much stock in a dream where you think you hear your dad and he tells you to give you a paintbrush. So. This is important. This is an important item. She doesn't give it to you outright, but we are going to take care of that in just a second. So now that we're here, obviously, you see that our health is greatly depleted. So we're going to talk to this guy, and she's going to give us a medical herb, right? So then afterwards, this is incredibly useful because medical herbs, infinite medical herbs, it's a good deal. So another thing you want to do is you want to talk to this woman because she is going to give you full health. And this usually happens almost in every game. Although one thing that I should say is that if you go here, this little warp thing, never really pointed this out, but this will take you back to the shrine. And when you're back at the shrine, you'll always be able to save your game and restore your health. So that's pretty nifty. There's a lot of ways you can restore health, so let's talk to this kid. Would you like to buy some goat food? Man, we're gonna have to hand over some gems. Sure, that sounds fair. See, that mom knows what's what. She's just like, yeah, dude, this angelic guy just saved your ass. Give him the goat food for free. So I believe that you can. I want to see if the goats can actually give you something. Let's talk to him. Yay! So now we're gonna get a helpful hint. Yeah, what's the secret? Yeah, so the goat's basically telling you stuff you already know, but, I mean, it could be easily lost on you. So I think there was a couple more places that we have to look to. But anyway, the goat is gonna be going to the tool shop and, demanding food all the time, so. Alright, we got some hidden stuff here. 50 gems, not bad. And the iron armor, that's gonna strengthen your defense a little bit. And as you can see, like, there's the little shield, which indicates its defensive power. And naturally, as you go through the game, you'll be getting better and better armor. So, here is... Yay! That's happy. Yeah, so... When you encounter those angels in, like, the towns, you know, they're obviously not going to take you back to the town because you're already there. What they will do is they'll typically give you XP. In this case, it worked out because now we gain a level. So, anyway, we're going to be heading back to the underground castle. I'll just be... I was thinking about kind of doing what I was doing with my JRPGs and, you know, skipping around, but, I mean, fortunately, this game is... It's fairly short. You can maneuver fairly quickly, so I'm going to be... There's probably only going to be, like, maybe a handful of times that I edit out scenes, because this game... I mean, this game moves along pretty nicely. And it being an action RPG and all, it's kind of one of these things where you don't have to worry about random encounters and they're just being incredibly, incredibly repetitive. So, it's kind of a nice change of pace for once. So, yay, we got the Leo's brush. That's wonderful. So, I think there is one more. We almost forgot this one, and we don't want that to happen, so. This can be easy to miss, too, and I think that the first time I played this game, I totally forgot about that monster lair, but that's no excuse. I mean, it tells you if there's any left, so we'll say hello to that old man before we go into the painting. Ooh la la. So, it's always a good idea to get a medical herb before you go to any dangerous area. Just because, even though this game's really not that difficult, you will die sometimes. Like, it'll be something that is... that does happen to you once or twice. And actually, the first boss of the game is probably one of the more difficult bosses you'll have to deal with. Like, the other bosses actually are fairly straightforward by comparison, but that first boss, just because you're low-leveled, you only have so much equipment, you don't have any buffs or anything like that. So the first boss can be kind of difficult. Alright, let's see what is on this side. And there we go. Where's that guy's hut? I want to see where the old man is. I think did I just go by it? Shit. Okay, let's go up here. Is he over? I know, well, we'll go find him later. He's not. Oh, look, tulip, yay! Yes, I did. Wow, they're really on the nose with this. They're just like, hey, we assume that you're a dumbass player and that you're not going to be able to figure this stuff out. So, here's the guy who was incredibly terrified. So, here's what you do. At this point, and you only want to do this temporarily, is you want to equip the paintbrush, and then you want to go into the painting. So, yeah, this is the next dungeon, as you can see. So now we have enemies that are slightly more difficult, and that little number that you see is basically the amount of EXP, if you couldn't figure that out. The numbers, the amount of XP you get, like, per world, you know, it multiplies. It goes up exponentially. So, like, right now it's only 3. I believe in the next dungeon, like, the first enemies that you fight give you, like, 15 or something. So it's a lot. Like, you level up fairly quickly in this game, which is nice. Unlike Legend of Legaia, a game I was playing before. That was a game where, you know, you level up literally at the speed of molasses, and every boss is just a total bitch. So there's a tulip over there. I don't know if we can access that tulip yet. I mean, we will eventually, but... Alright, so these guys, unlike the ones that you saw in the underground castle, are actually attached to a monster lair. But fortunately, they're all here, so... Isn't that convenient? I mean, I guess they couldn't really just, like, plop out and, you know, move about since they're stationary like that, but, yeah, whatevs. Not too hard, right? Yay! And so now we're in this, this is definitely, like, some, you know, Esther-esque painting. I mean, you got sideways pillars, like, on, I guess, a floating fortress. So these guys are spears, that's annoying. With carpet conveyor belts, I mean, talk about avant-garde art, man. That Dr. Leo must be spoken some really interesting shit to make this to make these paintings. Wow, craziness. But yeah, these guys they're kind of an enhanced version of the zombies. They move in a similar way, but they do this like nice little like spin move before they shoot spears. Thankfully, they only shoot spears in one direction, because I think there's enemies later that will just, like, they'll do, like, kind of like a scatter shot where they'll go in all 4 directions at once. So, the sad goat. Wah, wah, wah. And we're going to be able to deal with all this, viewers, after this dungeon is complete. So, yeah, I believe you don't have to go back to town to complete this dungeon. So, but as you get to other worlds, you will see that the dungeons become more complex in the interactivity that you have to have with the town world, whatever that town world is. There's a lot of times you're just going to have to kind of bounce back and forth, especially to uncover new items and spells and stuff like that. Which, again, these are all positive things. These are not bad things. It makes the game more interesting. It makes it a lot better than your kind of standard just action RPG, whatever you want to call it. So, medical herb. If you get 2 medical herbs, like you can only carry one at a time, but if you find one in a chest, it'll restore your HP. So I believe that, yeah, you have the eyeball blocks as enemies, which is kind of goofy. But, I don't know, it's cool. Okay, so that little squid thingy, that is your first enemy that you cannot hit. It makes a big clanging sound. So you can't deal with that guy yet. But you will later. Ah, I'm getting destroyed by this guy. Stupid conveyor belt. It's all because of the clangy guy, too. Hold on, let me, yeah, I should have unequipped that immediately, but here we go, the medical herb. So in case we die, in case something bad happens, and I think that this guy's almost dead, actually. If you kill them as soon as they come out, you have less of a chance of getting hit by them. Let's see. Alright, so yeah, don't worry about that monster lair yet. You have plenty of time to worry about that at a later date. And more of these guys, though. Yeah, see, there's multiple monster lairs that are just completely inaccessible, but we will be able to backtrack later on and get them. So there's some kind of nice. I wouldn't say that there's a lot of backtracking to previous worlds, but there is some. And that's pretty cool. It's not like you go from one world to another and just totally abandon it, which makes the game generally more interesting. Oh, another goat. We're releasing a lot of goats here. A lot of goats apparently wandered into this painting and got captured. Death Toll has a sick sense of humor. Alright, the blocks. Stupid. Oy vey. Yeah, see, we just lost our medical herb, which was sad. But, yeah, level up. That would have been nice if that happened earlier. Yikes. Okay, here we go. Stepping on the release button. Oh boy. Oh yeah. He's the hide and seek guy. There's like a little game of hide and seek that you actually have to play later, which is pretty interesting. So don't run into this guy. Birdman. So fortunately the bird like kind of stops right in front of you. But of course, stupid squid sneaks up behind me. Oh well. So we're getting pretty close to a point where you can actually go back, or a shrine warp, which means you can go back and restore your health and get medical herbs back and all that good stuff. So we're almost to that point, viewers. Almost. Alright, so we're gonna skate along here, and now we can easily get to over here. Yeah, how about that? So that's the monster lair for the squids. Can't deal with that quite yet. Sadly. Alright, so this is where things get kind of interesting. So, these squids are terrible. You want to sneak over here. And, oh, these damn things. Oh, ick. Yeah, as you can see, I'm kind of rusty when it comes to this game. So, sorry about that. Alright, cool. So, let us go to the warp. And, yeah, see? Now we have all 3 warps released for this world, which is pretty nifty. So, anyway, we're making our way through Leo's painting, and we're going to be heading back to the town just for a little bit to deal with some stuff. So what are we going to do when we get back to town, and who are we going to talk to? Find out in the next episode of Let's Play Soul Blazer. This is the Benjinator, and thank you guys for watching.